Good morning. Welcome back to the Fasting Pharmacist weight loss journey, and I'm going to start today with an inspirational reading. The date may be the same, and even the place, and some of the people, but I have changed. I am not the person I was before I came to OA. Today I have a way to live and a program to follow that keeps me abstinent and sane as long as I am willing to follow it. Whether it's a picnic or a company dinner, today I do not let myself feel rushed. I move slowly with deliberation and a sense of purpose. A special day is a day to enjoy the people around me, the beauty of nature. I once found momentary pleasure in excess food, but the pleasure of abstinence will last far beyond this day and all its happenings. For today, the celebration of this day will be over at midnight, and tomorrow I will wake up glad to be alive and abstinent. That's awesome. It's kind of just converted to the thought of eating brings you just this temporary pleasure, but for me, when I'm done losing my 100 pounds, I'm going to feel so amazingly great. I already feel halfway better. I'm at the 50-pound point or so, and I feel halfway better. Yeah, it's amazing. So just to update everyone who's following my program, I am 14 pounds away from my contest goal. In 14 days, I have to lose probably about 10 pounds, which I think I can do. I'm going to use primarily fasting, the snake diet. I'm going to drink an electrolyte solution fasting and a very low-calorie refeed consisting of vegetable and grilled tuna steak. And that's it. My other go-to meals, they say pick 2 regular meals so you have no surprises. My other regular meal would be a steak, broccoli, and onions and mushrooms sauteed on there, and some butter, because you can have fat with this. You cannot have carbs and sugar. You just can't. You'll blow up with water. So for this specific time, I have made a commitment to myself that I'm going to do cauliflower, lettuce, and a grilled tuna steak from the Aladdin's restaurant that's about 700 calories or less. I think the actual, without the dressings and sauce, it's probably like 250 to 500 calories. So I'm doing a 5-day fast now, and I did a 4-day fast right up to this 5-day. So back to back, 4-day fast, no food, 5-day fast, no food. That's 9 days no food with only 1 meal in 9 days. That's hard, guys. I'm definitely going through the toughest time of my life. I reached out to my coach Corey last night and said, I really think I need to eat. I can't do this. I have had a lot of emotional ups and downs. I felt crying, like choked up, tearing, goosebumps. I felt a high for a little bit where I felt very laser focused and very, last night, instead of sleeping all night, I woke up at 1:30 in the morning and I was awake. I just got up out of my bed and cleaned my house and watched YouTube, and then I watched a movie. I kept changing rooms, and I went down, cleaned my kitchen. Then I didn't want to just sit there in my bed thinking I can't sleep, and I can't sleep, and I can't. I just decided just to get up and get something done, because if I was feeling angst or anxiety, when I get things done and I clean and I organize and I have everything looking caught up in my mind, I feel good and I feel things are under control and I feel organized and fresh and ready to start my day the next day. So I thought, why not support myself and get everything ship-shape in my house. And I'm going to go into my work today an hour early and get everything ship-shape in my job, so that when I start my day, because today I'm going to have no help. I'm going to have no help at my job today because they slashed our payroll, and I'm going to be working alone all day with no technician help. So I'm going to be the pharmacist, the tech, and the cashier. And I'm extremely resentful towards my job about this. And as much as I've talked to my supervisor, it's just not going to change. All she does is give me advice about how I can prioritize better. It's very insulting. So this is the way of the world. A lot of places are being cut to do the same job or more with less help, and that's what it is. So I can accept it peacefully, or I can resign, and I'm gonna keep trying to hang on. So. But I had a tough night last night. I've had inflammation and pain in my feet for no reason. I've had tearing up. I've had nausea, lightheadedness, wooziness. My body's feeling the feeling of going 9 days without eating. The good news is I only have about 10 pounds left to lose in 14 days. I really, truly think I'm going to do this, and I'm going to get $3,000 for the Healthy Wage Challenge. In case those you don't know, I will link a description below. Healthy Wage. You get paid to lose weight. You make a bet, you pick the time parameter, and you pick the amount of money you want to bet, and then you get a big return on your investment. So you'll get back the money you put in plus a big return. For me, it's almost double. And then if you go out and recruit people to join you, you get even more money, and then so do they. So it's really kind of fun, and I've actually somewhat enjoyed it, but I don't think I'll do it again because it's been a little bit stressful to lose 50 pounds in 6 months on this bet. So the next book I'm going to take a look at is called Voices of Recovery. It's from Overeaters Anonymous. I'm not labeling myself a food addict, 'cause I don't like to say, oh, I'm a food addict. I have had many, many days in my life where I eat perfectly normal, or I skip a lunch, or skip a dinner, or I skip breakfast, or I wasn't going to 9 Taco Bell fast food type restaurants in a day. I wasn't binge eating. I was occasionally, like once or twice a month, having ice cream. I was sometimes grazing with the donuts from work, or, what I did too much was go to restaurants and order. I think they just give you massive calorically dense, hyper-palatable foods. I was going to restaurants pretty often for myself or with my children as just time together for something to do, which I have drastically cut out. But we all enjoyed it. It was fun. And we loved to try an appetizer. We loved to have the bread. We loved to get dessert. I had alcohol. Just all kinds of stuff. Like, it was just, but I don't want to label myself a food addict. I think it's derogatory and negative. We all need food to live. We're all emotional eaters. We all eat emotionally. We all celebrate things with food. It's normal, okay, guys? Like, for anybody out there beating themselves up that, oh, I'm emotional eating, because I've done that to myself. That, oh, I just want to eat because it's so-and-so's birthday, or it's a wedding, so I have to have cake, or it's my, you know what, guys? It's how we've been raised. I've lived my whole life like that. It's just the way the world is. It's not going to change. But for right now, I'm being very protective and putting a little cocoon around myself that anyone who invites me to go to anything, any of those of you watching me that's one of my friends or family, you're going to say, yeah, I asked her to go to dinner and go out and have drinks, and she said no. So right now I'm saying no, and I've just said, hey, Tom or whoever, thank you for the invite, but until July 13th, Joan, if you're watching, till July 13th, I'm not going to join anybody at a restaurant and have drinks or whatever. Like, this last 21 days, the party's over, and I am laser focused, and I'm going to achieve my goal. So, a reading from June for June 30th. Hasn't this been our greatest problem? Truly committing ourselves to refraining from compulsive eating on an ongoing basis, full of determination. We are great in the short run, but when that everydayness begins to set in, we lose interest. A diet is something temporary. In a way, we believe in abstaining from compulsive eating every day, one day at a time. When I was first in program, I didn't know what I should eat each day. I would ask other members who are using a food plan what was working for them. One member simply said, I need to enjoy my food because I'm eating today the way I'll be eating the rest of my life. It won't change someday. I found, too, through years of moderate eating, one day at a time, that the weight did come off without any hint of diet behavior. In OA, I started to focus on the events of my life, which turned out to be much more interesting than watching my weight go up and down. In fact, because my weight was none of my business, it took care of itself. It says a lot right there. Have a great day, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll check in with you real soon.